Hello and welcome back. We are here in Chaos Corner one more time to do another fun cast. If you guys watched the video, I think it was 2 weeks ago for you guys, I was practicing my sand casting a little bit and also practicing with brass, which I had not done in many years. And while that was great practice, I didn't really get my desired result. So today we're going to try casting again. We're going to do regular lost wax casting. And what I was actually trying to do was make custom hardware, think like zipper pulls, things like that, for some leather goods I've been working on. I'm also going to try to pour with brass again today. Someone commented in that sand casting video that gave some very helpful tips about casting with brass. So we are going to implement some of those tips today. So I'm going to be using Polymaker PolyCast 3D print filament today. I did a video a while back where I compared Polycast to PLA, and in that video I think maybe I didn't do as much prep as I should have done in order to get the best results, so I had a little trouble on camera telling the difference between the two. I did eventually end up cleaning that piece up that I made, that little cat ring. I think it came out really cute, so I am a fan. I think that I need to keep practicing with this in order to get what I want out of it, so that's what we're going to do today. So if you've seen nothing else from me before, I have a Bambu A1 Mini 3D printer that I'm going to be using today. I'm not using any special settings for this. I have it set to generic PLA, so whatever those default settings are with my printer, that's what I'm going to be printing this today. I'm also going to be using a 0.2mm nozzle just so that I can make sure it's a little finer when it prints. Hopefully that'll give me less cleanup to do later. If you want to figure out how I made my file, all I did was I made it in Illustrator and I brought it over into the Bambu Studio. If you want to see how I actually did that, I did a different video where I printed out my little logo and I made custom 3D soap molds. I'll link that somewhere in here and you can actually just watch that part of the video where I made it in Illustrator and then brought it into Studio. It's the exact same file from that video I'm going to be using today. I'm just going to print a bunch of those out using the Polycast, and then we are going to go through the whole lost wax casting process just like I would do with wax. Today I am just going to be casting with some wood screws, some solid brass wood screws. I think these are actually from Lowe's. You can get them at Home Depot, wherever, I don't care. But they are solid brass. Make sure that they say they're solid brass on there and not just some other random alloy that is yellow colored. Additionally, I am not using the same crucible that I usually do in my melting furnace to melt silver. I have a different crucible that is just going to be for brass. So I'm just going to go through the casting process. I've made other videos where I gave a lot of details on each part of the process. And be sure to check out the other videos in this playlist. Take precautions with brass to wear a respirator mask, because I don't remember the science behind it, but I do believe it releases zinc into the air, I think. Regardless, it's not good to breathe all that in. So please make sure to do all the safety stuff. All right, so I think that's all of the notes before we get started. I do want to remind you that I am not a professional caster. I am just a dum-dum from the internet. Please be very careful and cautious and don't burn your garage to the ground. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, we're all sprued up and ready to go. I'm doing 6 of these. I did one a little bit differently, as you can see, just out of curiosity's sake, but I think the rest of these should be okay. Mostly because you can see I connected the little part that I think it would struggle with. You know, I've never done this before. That's kind of a weird shape. So I'm gonna weigh this and then go ahead and attach it to my rubber base and then measure out my brass.
Yes. Okay, I am a super happy girl. Maybe didn't get all of them, but who knows? Maybe there's some in the bottom of the bucket. We got enough, or I'm a happy girl. Let's get these pulled out of the bucket and cleaned up. So I might sound a little muffled because I still have my mask on. So I thought we lost a couple, but I actually think what happened, some of them were stuck to the side. So I put 6 in, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll dig around. Maybe the other one is actually just in the bucket. That would be wild. If we got a whole cast like that, that would be amazing. Just roll back first. Wow, we got a really clean cast. Now, I feel like something like this, the PolyCast really did a great job here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the one, if we actually did lose one, and that was the one I sprued up a little differently. I tell you what, if you do a shape like I did, you're definitely going to want to get the investment out like right now. This is not something I'm going to want to wait to get all that investment pulled out. All right, so not totally clean, but we got some real good definition. I'm excited to get these cleaned up and into the tumbler actually. So I'm going to clean these up, and then I will talk to you guys when I've gotten these cleaned up a little bit better and you can see how they came out. So far, you have got one happy girl here. This is awesome. And these are complete pieces. There's just investment stuck in here I haven't been able to get out yet. 5 out of 6 ain't bad, y'all.
Okay, so very exciting. I think they still need a little more cleanup, obviously. They were only in the tumbler for maybe like an hour or two, but I wanted to show you guys something before I went to bed and closed out the video. But I think these came out actually pretty good. Now you can see right under that, the one part of the M in the middle where I need to clean that up a little bit more. I think we got a really good texture. This time I feel like I can definitively say that the cleanup was a lot easier with the PolyCast. And what did I do a little differently this time? This time when I was prepping my little sprue tree, I definitely spent a lot more time making sure that I smooth the pieces out with some alcohol. Whereas usually I do just a little bit on my wax pieces or the PLA pieces just to make sure that the surface is clean and there's not any debris or anything on there. I spent a lot more time really making sure that they were really saturated with that alcohol and smoothed out before we did the cast. So I feel like I'm happy with these. I'm not going to do a full polish with these just yet. I probably will end up putting these back in the tumbler for a little bit because I do intend to probably solder like jump rings on the top of some of these so that I can use them as a pull. So I am really happy with these. I think one of the best parts of this whole process is I feel like I can really get a good consistent product. I'm actually even kind of happy that we lost the one. I dug in the bucket. I didn't see the one that we lost. That's probably in a farm upstate or something. That was the one that I sprued up differently, and it gave me the information to know that, okay, that was not the most efficient way to sprue it. So it was a good tangible evidence as to these, in the way that I sprued the successful ones up was great. So now that I know moving forward of making these, I'm going to just keep spruing them up that way. I think these are going to look awesome on my leather pieces. I'm super excited about these, and I feel happy that I was able to practice with the brass a little bit more. Let me know down below. I am curious about you guys' experience if you have done some casting with PolyCast. I know there's a lot of people who watch these videos who they do more 3D printing with resin and then they cast that. So I'm not adverse to doing that. I have looked at some resin printers, but I haven't really made my mind up on anything. I was hoping maybe I'd get lucky and catch like a Black Friday sale or something like that. If you have a resin printer that you would recommend that's not crazy expensive, drop that down below. I'm actually curious. I really like the Bambu A1 Mini because it was so plug and play, but I don't feel like there was a huge learning curve with that. I would definitely be willing to try to figure out how to carve some space out in here to put a resin printer in. And let me know if you have any other casting tips just in general that you want to share with me or you want to share with other people in the comments down below. You know, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I really do enjoy sharing my relearning or my practicing with you guys. And it's kind of cool because in some of the videos, I think the comments are helpful to other people who are just starting out or getting back into the swing of things. And I like that the comment section can be kind of a learning free-for-all. So I think that's going to be all for me today. Let me know if there's something else you want to see from me. Otherwise, I have kind of a running list of garage experiments. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Go forth, be kind, be creative.